Hello everyone. So tonight I'm gonna be playing Stellaris here. First time I've ever streamed this, so here we go. Here goes nothing. Yeah, it's the first time I've actually streamed a single player game before, so we'll see if I can keep up here. Nice to see you though, MW, Carl, and John. Surprise audit at work, that's never fun. But basically, for those that don't know what Stellaris is, so essentially most people known of like civilization as far as the game. So essentially I look at it as civilization in space. Hello Jack, nice to see you. And more or less, you know, you can win like diplomatically, but most of it is kind of based on building up your empire, gaining more land, and basically winning in fights against other people. Hello 23. But there was a recent update called Apocalypse, the DLC, and it changed a lot about the game around as far as how you like gain different basically sectors and stuff and more or less expand. So I'm still kind of learning the ins and outs here. Hello Merlin, nice to see you. Right now I have the game paused. You can pause and kind of fast forward and stuff like that to keep it moving, but the gist of what I have currently, so I'm called the hello Alfaro. No, it's called Stellaris. So essentially I'm the United Human Conglomerate. More or less, this is about like maybe like six or 7 hours into this game, I believe. More or less, you know, this is my land here, or my area. I also have a little chunk down here I'm kind of expanding out because these people cut me off. And more or less, so basically these blue lanes are currently how I'm gonna be getting around. I haven't reached like the mid game or late game where you can like jump to different systems. But more or less, these people I need to watch out for. They're just going to completely annihilate me. They're called a fallen empire, so they're too strong to actually fight early on in the game, so you just try not to piss them off. But basically, I started right next to whatever they're called, the Tendrakian Horde. So more or less, these people really hate me. So at some point in this stream, I'm probably going to end up fighting me. Just looking at the kind of the opinion of people, as you see, like negative 60, 110. These people are negative 1100. They're basically called a devouring swarm. So more or less, there's no making friends with them, and I'm kind of gearing up here slowly to basically wipe them out, hopefully, because they started to expand this way, and actually they started attacking, or almost attacking, this other fallen empire that spawned near me as well. So anyway, let's just get things going here. Right now, I'm kind of expanding in a couple little areas, and then I need to build up to get some of these resources that I just grabbed. I found with the newest update, you know, sometimes the AI, like early on I got cut off here because this guy just kind of blew past me. It's a little bit hard to expand if you get cut off, so I did a little bit of expanding here. Right, but actually, it's definitely it's a pretty complex game, especially if you don't, you know, you don't know the ins and outs of the game. But more or less, it's based off of gaining land, and then in that you have different. So this is different shipyards, star bases, and planets that you control. And on the planets, your populations grow. You can build different buildings to basically boost your resources, research, stuff like that. Hello, Randall. Yes, basically it's just against AI. You can play multiplayer. I've never tried it. To me, this is a single player game. As far as researching, honestly, I just kind of pick whatever. I have no rhyme or reason as to what I'm researching, so I just kind of take a stab at things. Some of it's probably not useful, but yeah. Eventually I'm gonna try to pop down here to settle there. I can't settle any of these, given that these are basically, they're called... what do these people want here? Sure, we'll do that. Basically this Fallen Empire, if I settle any of these, I'm gonna really tick them off and they're gonna attack me.
Construction complete.
Yeah, that's usually what I do as well. Couple things here to build. Basically, I wanted to start the stream off with getting into a war, honestly. That's coming soon. Though we're right before this, it kind of floated off, I believe, to here. It's called a Wraith. So it's something that I really can't fight right now, nor can anyone else. Like my little fleet of ships here isn't really big. You know, about 2.6k and 1.7k as far as the strength. A Wraith, it was basically the strongest one too that you could encounter. It's about 50k, so it really just ran through here and destroyed everything, and I'm kind of rebuilding. Hello Sam Green, nice to see you. But if anyone has any questions, I will gladly do my best to answer them. Not that I'm the most knowledgeable person when it comes to this game, or you know, I'll even answer stuff about World of Tanks and other games as well. I didn't get to switching, like currently the chatbot shop for YouTube is still up. I haven't gotten around to doing the commands yet. Ryan and I ended up going out tonight, so pushing that off till tomorrow. Alright, but more or less, I probably should see how I stack up against these people. So technically I probably could win in a fight with them. I just need to start building armies here. I'll be going for a Titanic beast here.
Anomaly found.
Yes, we went out to dinner with like her parents and my sister and her brother. So, good reason to build another station here. Hello, Daniel. Yes, it is pretty complicated.
System survey complete. Tile block.
Hello, Dingo. Ooh, I'm probably gonna grab that one too. Already done that. I don't think I'm gonna expand anymore, even over here. I'm kind of friendly with these people, but I'm still gonna steal their land. Why not? What do you mean, who is my main on Overwatch? I probably like Living Metal I discovered somewhere. I'm guessing down here. I probably like Lucio the best in Overwatch, to be honest. I'm probably gonna do another shipyard here. Hello Phil, nice to see you. And Labobo. But yeah, no Taco Bell. A real restaurant. I don't. My sister might eat a Taco Bell, but no. Knowing her, she probably wouldn't. All right, I probably should start making a colony ship as well. Just speed it up here a little bit. Okay.
System survey complete. Research complete.
Slow down. Alright, I honestly don't like wormhole travel, so I'm just gonna that for now. I really don't feel like settling any closer to these people because they can get kind of picked off at you. Head back this way. Basically, you need scientific ships, or science ship, I should say, to kind of research and kind of scan a system before you go in with a construction ship and kind of build it out. And then these little numbers here for the resources. If they're white, I haven't built anything. If they're green, I'm basically mining it, essentially.
Construction complete.
I've seen a few, say, replays and stuff for Overwatch, and you know, I watch live streams occasionally of it. Of if there is a good Winston player, it's pretty crazy to watch, honestly.
Construction complete.
Trying to
Situation
fix.
log updated.
Where are these odd aliens apparently? Here? Oh. Well, I really hope that they don't attack me. Because, yeah, basically I'm trying to fix what I already had here. And then I'm gonna get into war. I believe so, Merlin. I think I just chose normal. I think there was an option for that, yes. Honestly, you know, like this is the first game I'm playing after the Apocalypse DLC. So even if you don't have the DLC, it still changed a lot of the game. Like Paradox Interactive, who creates the game, they usually, with every like big DLC, they release a big patch adding new stuff into the game too. Where even like I usually play most games like this on normal. I had a pretty hard time winning. I only won one. Granted, I've only finished one complete game, like all the way. It took me like over a month, honestly, to complete it. Yeah, I've only won one, honestly. The other ones, I either didn't finish. One, I think I was winning, but like 2 or 3 other ones I kind of lost. But you can actually tweak your you can play as aliens, you can play as humans, you can play basically as, say like these people, the Tendrakian Horde. They're basically can't ally with anybody. They gain some buffs due to that, but basically it's them versus everybody. You can't ally. Me, I kind of chose like middle road, to where eventually I've kind of become friends with these people, to where if I find these, what are they? Eventually, like I have a pretty good opinion of them, to where I'm getting close to where we can make a federation, so essentially an alliance. Starting to finally...
Construction complete.
I'm kind of low on energy. I want that to kind of pop back up. We want you two to switch. Favorite tank? I've never heard of that tank name. It's the T-110E3 as far as my favorite tank. We make a colony ship. That's gonna basically travel all the way down to settle here. This should be far enough away that I don't anger these people. Yes, there's no tanks here. Which I looked earlier. I'm trying to figure out YouTube. I haven't seen it on any other streams that kind of or you can you can settle on that.
Empire has established communications.
You can settle on that thing if you want. I'm not going to settle on it. Uh-oh. Wait. Where the hell are these people? Maybe I shouldn't have let them settle there. Marion Slaughterers. Alright, hopefully they do not try to kill me. But, they just asked me if they could settle there. I'm like, meh, what the hell? Hopefully that's not a mistake, because oh, yeah. Maybe I didn't want them to settle that. I thought they were going to make their own nation. Oh, no. Yeah, we are, destroying that.
Construction complete.
Oh, crap. What did I do? Hopefully I didn't just literally destroy everything. But I think all I had to do was basically kick those people off that I let settle on here. But I think one of my planets kind of got mad that I did that. That's not good. So we're just gonna put them under martial law and make them a little bit happier. Honestly, you know, half the stuff I do is like trial and error here. I'm just gonna go back to building things. And hopefully nothing tries to blow me up again. But I wasn't settling this because of that. So more or less, like I said a little bit ago, these three planets are technically owned by this fallen empire. Ah, Lord, this stupid wraith is coming back. Alright. I just need to honestly forget about these things. It's gonna come back and honestly destroy all of these, and I can't fight against it. I haven't figured out how to how to stop this thing. I guess I could try to make a star base, but let's see if that's gonna do anything here. Yeah, that's gonna destroy that. I'm just gonna try to build up this star base, maybe. Maybe that'll work. But this thing's just gonna, yeah, it's gonna wipe that out, wipe that out. Yeah, I just need to honestly ignore, I guess, down here until I get a strong enough fleet. But I'll try to update that to see if that does anything, but it probably won't.
Construction complete.
Well, yes, basically, a lot goes wrong in this game, and sometimes you pull off something right. Alright, so I'm gonna forget about that for now. I'm gonna probably go to war with these people soon, but before that, I should be able to fight this automated dreadnought eventually. Hello, nice guy. Nice to see you.
Construction ship under attack.
Yeah, my construction ship is dead now. Thank you very much, thing. This thing's literally, as you saw, I just lost 2 of these right off the get-go. If it runs the same path as before, which most likely, maybe it's not, it's heading this way. So that's also not good. So basically it's going to run this direction, possibly even go up here and take out all of my systems here. Hello, Andrew. Nice to see you. But more or less, this thing, we can't kill it right now. It's far too strong.
Research complete.
I'm fairly sure the Dreadnought is around 5k, unless they changed it. But just go with that. But just to get things going, I'm going to start building armies here so I can eventually go to war.
Research complete.
Which, let me, before I forget here, start a raffle. We'll do 1,200 Levi biscuits since I ended the stream with a pretty good match earlier. I'm honestly kind of scared to build anything else because this thing's just gonna tear through everything again, but we'll see what happens. Like right now I have this upgrading. I don't know if it's actually gonna upgrade in time since that thing's heading this way.
Construction complete.
Hopefully it doesn't come down here and literally just wipe out everything I just accomplished down in this area. I think I'd cry.
Construction complete.
Oh, I got a colony ship. Somehow I've got to get my colony ship down here around this wraith. Unsure where it's heading, but tap the 2 key. I wish. I need to get several armies here before I'm able to do anything. It depends, MW. I couldn't, but I'm sure you know that. I don't think I could. As far as I haven't seen that come up before, or even a different one, but honestly the only one that I've actually communicated with is really this one here. There's just so many things in pretty much every game you're going to come across in Stellaris that you have to pick and choose what to kind of prioritize before. Since this wraith isn't heading this way, I'll start building this up again. So you're never going to have like everything built out and perfect. Something's always going wrong. Or at least for me, something has always gone wrong. See if this is habitable, but I don't think it will be. I don't think they're going to want to protect me when I instigate a war here against somebody called a horde.
System survey complete.
Which hopefully the audio levels are fine. I played around with them a little bit and I thought I got them decent. I don't know where this thing went again. It basically it just disappeared. And I don't think it's taking out anything else.
Construction complete.
So literally it just came back to screw with me, it looks like, and take out these 3 things. Go figure. I don't think I'm honestly gonna rebuild that because that's the 2nd time now that something has taken it out. I think I have plenty. Maybe I don't have plenty of food here. Have I ever tried Eve? Yes. Nice, you're almost to the Yag Tiger. I think that's kind of an underrated tank. Too many things to build. I don't want to do this because I'm going to be settling that. I might as well start building. No, I'm going to get this one last thing here. As far as Eve though, I tried it, but only for like a month or 2, I'll say. Congrats, Andrew, on winning the raffle. So there's elections coming up. Guy's kind of been my
system survey complete.
He's 91 now. I got a bunch of old people. I think I'm gonna try to support this person and see if they can become one. That's not worthwhile. I can't really settle that, but it could be worthwhile later on. Given that I have all these explored now, it's gonna send this back to assist with research. Hey, you can mine planets that you colonize? I didn't think so. Guess I'm wrong there. I just thought I saw him disappear after I would do that. Got ourselves a new leader, I believe. Pretty sure that means, yep. Winning the raffle is the only thing you've understood so far. I say sometimes honestly I don't get some of the things of this game either, and I have to resort to Googling them as I'm playing. Slowly but surely this is gonna get down there. Kind of interesting though that you can do that. I guess with that I'll end up building another mine here, given that's for energy. Coming all that way to settle that little planet. But in the background, like, I'm slowly building up. I have a couple transport fleet here as far as armies go. At least I thought I had more than this. I only have 3. Thought I had built more. I guess I only built 3.
Research complete.
Where I should be able to. Okay, living metal. But I'm gonna research armor. Getting closer to where I can try to take on the horde that's the north of me. Unless they've gotten stronger. They're getting a little bit better.
Incoming transmission. Ships upgraded.
Okay, it's met a lot of new people here. This is honestly... Oh, what's this? Pretty sure that they are going to... The first people I let... I wonder where these people were. I think they were down here? No. I forget exactly where it said. But I don't think they were actually in my... Basically... Oh, I'm just gonna honestly ignore them. They're not causing any problems yet. Famous last words, though. Alright.
Evading hostile fleet.
Right, maybe something is trying to invade me here. No, it's just aliens, essentially. They're trying to go that direction. Yes, Randall. It's just, it takes a little... At least for me, I don't like to rush into anything to where I'm getting close. I'm just making sure I have the... So what it says, transport fleet. I have maybe like 5 or 6 of them before I declare war on this empire north of me here. Crap, did you get... Why'd you still go that way? You're gonna die. Maybe. Hopefully not. Nope, it's dead. I'm pretty sure I had clicked for it to not go that way, and yet it still went that way. Yeah. Awesome. Lord. And then you have stuff like that to where I'm pretty sure I told that thing to go left and it didn't. Gotta love it. So there goes one of my 2 science ships. And basically my best scientist I had down there as well. All because the game decided to screw with me again. I wanted to grab down here, but just grab this up here. Start kidnapping my populations. I didn't even see where they honestly wanted to set up, but see, Andrew, or see in a little bit. All right, so awesome. I had a scientist die. Governor died here. Everyone's dying. Probably gonna go for the longer lifespan once I have enough resources for that.
Construction complete.
Go figure, when I decide to stream Stellaris for the first time, I'm getting attacked every which way by things that I'm not even trying to pick fights right now.
Construction complete. Tile blocker cleared.
Alright, so that created my last little army there. I have a star base built here and here, so I'm gonna try to attack straight through the center, because these should be able to hold him back just a little bit, to where they can't kind of get around me. I don't know how strong they are, but we'll find out shortly here. I'm honestly, let's see. I'm gonna actually condense these together here and start building a second one as I send my first fleet forward. Hopefully that works out. They changed it a little bit to where prior to this update, it was all about basically just making like a gigantic stack of ships, where now you kind of have some smaller fleets to work with. Governor on... Oh no! Yeah, nobody likes me there, it seems like. Where was it? I've got some pretty big uprising. What can I do to make these people happier for some reason? Yeah, it seems like a lot of people are unhappy, but that's something where, honestly, when it comes to this game, the factions and everything, I find you never can really appease everybody. But that's something to where, like, I could spend, like, say, 20 minutes looking at it just to figure out how I can kind of keep people under control. Alright. Let's get both of these bind here. Get some beer. If only it was that easy. Go with a power plant there for now. That's kind of what I need, since I'm moving my ships. They cost more when they're not docked. Once I get them into place, though, I'll declare war and hope for the best. Probably end very poorly. I even lost a construction ship somewhere. I had 3, but I'm guessing that Wraith took it out at some point. I'm gonna start one ship here just so I have kind of a second fleet ready to get built.
Construction complete.
My 1-star base finally got built. Not that the Wraith ever came that way. I don't think that thing will even do anything to it, but one could hope. Alright, so far, really I've just been damage control since the beginning of the stream. Now I'm going to get myself into a little bit of trouble and try to take on these people here. So right now it says their fleet power is equivalent, naval capacity equivalent, and technology is equivalent. When I started, they were basically inferior to me.
Construction complete.
But I've kind of been... I have a negative balance right now. They were inferior to me, but yeah, unfortunately I've kind of slacked off a little bit. Not exactly sure I want to attack them, but we're gonna go for it anyway for the sake of things. I'm actually just gonna make a save just in case something really does go wrong here. Alright, so I'm gonna have to... This is the first time I'm actually declaring war in the new update. The fleet manager, I tried, but honestly it was so confusing. It didn't like track things, and it was weird in my opinion. To where I just kind of gave up with it, honestly. Alright, so I'm gonna declare war on them. And hopefully I'm going to invite my little friends, these blue people here as well. Right, so I'm just going to try to kill them, I guess. They said redundant life forms, you will be consumed. So more or less, if you can play as basically a race like this, so you know they're a ravenous hive, devouring swarm. They can't make friends with anybody, and literally everybody hates them more or less here. So I guess I have to wait and see. I have to wait and see what this person says. It should be fairly soon here. Ah, crap. Didn't even, I was about to go into a fight without a... Got an admiral there. Awesome. It says, what? 10 days. That's not... Yeah, usually when it comes to... Alright, so I've declared war. Unfortunately, it looks like I wasn't able to... Or no, I guess I need to kill... Or take basically their planets here. For what I declared on them. So there's different types. Say, like I just declared war on them, where it was like, it said containment. If I went to these people here, and I can make claims against them, and from my understanding, like, it costs a certain amount of influence that you slowly gain here. Think of it like politics. To where I could like claim just this, and I think go to war with them, and just basically go for it here without having to basically... Well, yeah, that's what I just did, Phil. I've been somewhat friendly with these people down here. I'm friendly with these people, but they're really crazy religious, and they don't like me because the way I started, my race doesn't line up with theirs. But the Onotak, or Onotak hierarchy, I definitely botched that. More or less I've been friendly with them to where we're both gonna go after these people at the same time here and hope for the best. Right, so I'm just gonna jump into this system to start with. I'm gonna try to fight them before going after, say, one of their planets and try to encounter their fleet. Hopefully I come out on top. But more or less, just trying to push him back a little bit. Oh, I know. I don't know why it took my Admiral out of that, because I don't think that I had changed it that much. But more or less, there's different ship classes. Right now I've got corvettes, destroyers, and I only have one cruiser. You can get things that are massive, and in the most recent update, there's actually ones... thought I guess had new edict here. Oh, where did you go? I honestly forget where that is. There it is. How? No, that's not it. I forget where that screen is. Usually it's just up here and I pick it. Oh, it's 2 months away. But there's actually ships that you can build in the late game that... Hey, I actually flipped that. Awesome. Someone else. I don't even have to rebuild. I can just claim it. Ah, I like war already here. I really like this. I don't even have to build anything. That's what I was afraid of. Is I'd have to basically fall behind with my construction ships and do what I'm doing here and rebuild all the stations. I should have went to war a lot earlier, which before I get into killing more things, I'm actually, so even like this is a basically like a primitive species here. They're in the late medieval age. I've been more or less, if I can, I've been trying to enlighten them and basically fold them into my empire, but you can actually indoctrinate them. You can aggressive observation, so you can basically like probe them and then you can just like take a look at them. But yeah, they're actually almost finished to where I'm trying to bring them into my empire. Alright, so anyway. Now I can pick my tradition here. I kind of regret it picking this, but I might actually, since I don't have a federation yet, but I'll just go with this still. I had picked diplomacy because I thought I was going to find more people that wanted to be friends with me early, and yeah, I found only one, so it didn't exactly work out too well for me. So I'm just going to go around and probably take this, soften them up a little bit, because I don't necessarily... Okay, their fleet's smaller than mine here. However, it is over further away from where I can get to. So depending on your sensor range, like really at the level I'm at, I can see basically one away. Okay, they've actually got... it's a little bit weaker than me, but not by much. I'm gonna see where they're heading. Okay, so where they're heading to is a system where I have nothing. So I'm honestly going to try to get back here as fast as I can, because they're gonna, from pushing this way down to where I'm at, they're gonna beat me there, but hopefully my star base can kind of hold them off for a little bit. Wait, why did you stop? Colonize. Let's just go here. Play the SG-100. That joke goes right over my head, whatever that means, Randall.
Construction complete.
Oh.
declared.
Another war? Nah, that's another scientist died. Don't think I have enough credits to... Okay, I barely have enough here. There's one cheap option. So I'm just gonna pick this guy. But I need to remember to utilize that. Alright. So they're attacking my system here, specifically this. I should have built it up more to where you can build, excuse me, defenses and stuff, but it's way too late for me to be able to do that. So I'm gonna hope that I can get my fleet back here in time before they're able to take it completely out. But I don't know how well it's gonna go, because they're probably just gonna, yeah, they're gonna tear right through this pretty fast here. I've seen that, but not recently. I would say when I saw that, it was a long time ago and I don't remember. This is not good. Yeah, they're gonna be able to destroy my starbase before I can get... This is where I probably should have kept 2 fleets, but I stupidly consolidated them into one. I'm gonna keep trying to build up this second fleet here, because sometimes you can get stuck like chasing them around. But it looks like these people are gonna get into the war now, the people that I kind of brought into it. They definitely stomped me there. Where they basically just flip that into their favor. So hopefully they're still coming this way, because if I can, I basically will beat them on a stubbornness. So your leaders can gain like bad traits. It looks like mine did just that.
Construction complete.
Yeah, I know that they're here. Trying to get that done, get research. That way I can focus on these people again. So I'm hoping I can get to them, and okay, I did get to them in time here. So I caught them, fortunately. Hopefully they're not able to destroy this, but I should be able to just plow right through these people. Hopefully. That's the plan, at least. It looks like they are going to destroy my... Nope, they didn't get it in time. So I'll be able to wipe out their entire fleet here, and I'll make a push right through the direction they came. Even though some of my ships are damaged, but... Ah, crap. So they basically retreated there. Oh, great. Now they're pushing... Now they're pushing little groups at me. So these people only have 200. Yeah, I was kind of surprised that it didn't destroy it. This is a learning curve for me right now. But I'm actually going to get up another science ship soon, I think, but we'll see. Honestly, it looks like these people are gonna, we'll see, be able to take back this little piece of area. But at least I won the first fight here, which is great. great for me. Sorry, Mark. I'm not playing World of Tanks right now. Just now I gotta fight my own star base, it seems like, but fortunately this should be fairly easy to break through here. That way.
Construction complete.
Come on, hurry up. There we go. Let's try to destroy them. Really, dog? He has let out the most pathetic little groan I've heard from him in quite a while. Alrighty then. So it doesn't look like they pushing at all. They only have a little bit of their fleet left. Don't have slaves, so that doesn't matter. I'm just gonna pick something cheap here. My goal, so I'm gonna take this out, pop over to Saramore here, and then pop over to where their planet is here. So my goal is, they do have armies here, so I need to basically get the system and then bombard it and eventually try to invade it. I don't know if I actually have enough of an army, to be honest. An ammo rack explosion? Honestly, the battles, when you have really large battles, they look pretty darn cool. Like the ships you see, like let me zoom in on the ships here. The ships you see that I have now are honestly teeny tiny compared to the largest ships that you can actually get. Got a couple pieces of debris that I can research here. Yeah, I did forget about that. It's something.
Incoming transmission.
I honestly forget. Where's my... I think I might have just... I don't know who these people are. The Confederation of... They're all the way over there. Whatever, I'm never gonna fight them. I might as well just do it. Upper right? I guess I have to kind of wait for... I'm completely lost. Oh, there we go. And these people into the fray. Honestly, I think they're just gonna try to play around me, given that I'm kind of jacked them up, but I'm gonna jump right into the fight here. Then once I get, I have one more army building, I'm gonna hop back into the fight. Or pop them into the fight here and kind of assault their planet. Hello, Boom Boom, nice to see you. Yes, I am back with a different game this time now.
Research complete.
That's really expensive. I'm just gonna go with flak battery here. Alright, so about to jump into a fight here. Not that, like, they have a planet here, but they don't really have it well defended, where they just have a normal station here, where basically every planet I have, I build up a much stronger star base, essentially, or a shipyard, where it doesn't seem like the AI cares as much about that, it seems like. A little bit weak to fight against that, but during fill, not necessarily. They can basically say make peace with the enemy before you do, if I'm not mistaken, even though I think if you're allied, so saying like a federation, unless you exit like your federation, which I'm not in yet with this person, you can't actually do anything about it. Ooh, they actually have a pretty strong fleet there. Yeah, I actually need to run away here. Don't think I'm just gonna retreat. I'm gonna lose them for a while, but they actually got a 1k stack there. I'm gonna try. I finally enlightened these people. That brings in, I don't even know what. Okay, so basically I enlightened these people, so they're essentially a subject under me. I'll probably end up integrating them eventually. So I basically got, who was it? Groot. I basically enlightened Groot here, the plant people. But I'm just gonna leave them be. I'm perfectly fine with them just kind of chilling there. These people, on the other hand, let's see where they are heading. It looks like they're gonna head this direction. Which, why can't I head that way? That is strange. Whatever, I'll just start bombarding the hell out of these people. Oh crap. No, 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 no. Got my transports here, which isn't good. This, I only have one stack of ships, so I'm having trouble more or less keeping up because they have a couple.
Hostile fleet detected.
Couple of them. Yeah, like they're jumping past me basically. And it looks like they're even gonna go further and push. Like they're definitely gonna grab this. But for whatever reason, it's not letting me jump down this way. But it should be easy enough for me to, because I'm basically bombarding them right now, so it's going to whittle down their armies more or less, where I should be able to build up somewhat fast enough.
Ships upgraded.
Enough ships here to basically be able to combat their group here. That's the plan, at least.
Construction complete.
Hopefully some of you guys are following. It is a little bit confusing. Yeah, they basically built up two different fleets that honestly, I don't know if I'm going to be able to kill them like this because they're just going to push right around me, to be honest.
Colony established.
No, I've actually got to... I wish I could head this way, but it's not letting me. Congrats, Phil, on winning the raffle. But yeah, I'm getting a little too far ahead of myself. I can't actually win that fight right now. Oh, that's lame. But it looks like these guys are going to push basically right, reclaim this, which is not good because they're just going to be able to push right in, and I'm kind of weak here. Getting outplayed by the computer. Sue for peace? I guess I could do that. Let's see. I have no idea what this means. I don't think I want that. Because I'm just gonna get absorbed, I believe, into them. Yeah, I'm just gonna basically die. Which I don't think that they're going to accept that because it's -3. Hello, Rhonda. Nice to see you. I remember your name, yep. We'll see what they say. I don't think that they're gonna actually do that though, given their specific how they're basically set up as far as their species go. It's fine now. I'll be able to still beat them. I just need to basically fall back. I just overextend it a little bit, much like World of Tanks, so... But I already have a fleet that's almost as strong as one of their strongest, or not the strongest fleet, but this fleet closing in. I'm starting to kind of get close to it. It's all good, Rhonda. Okay, I did actually engage them here. Which, it's actually not kind of good. Now that I got them that close. I have a lot of my ships. Hello, Gander. Nice to see you. There could be no peace while we still hunger. That's what I thought they were gonna say. Honestly. Alright, so I guess basically destroyed one of their fleets there. So that's good. I'm gonna pop back and regroup here. I'll be playing World of Tanks Thursday morning. Although tomorrow there is, I would say, greater than a 0% chance I might pop in for like a random stream. Still not super high, but there is a chance I might pop on for one. Alright, I'm gonna hold off on constructing too much here. But it looks like they pulled back, to be honest, so that's good for me. So maybe I won't. Let me that going. Well, yes, the music is nice, and I actually looked up and made sure I was able to stream it. So Paradox, the only thing you can't use is they actually have Sabaton music. Okay, how did these people? Oh, I was like, where the hell did these people come from? But technically, I own this, even though they still own the world, so yeah, they can have that for all I care. But that's in one of their other games, like Crusader Kings, I think. Everything else, though, it said you're 100% able to like stream and use it in your videos. All right, so let's build up a couple of these. I settled this a little bit ago. I've just been kind of neglecting it. That. A bit of a ways to go. I live in New Jersey, in US.
Construction complete.
But it is a little hard to follow where, honestly, it takes you a decent amount of time just to kind of learn the ins and outs of the game. Then it's fairly straightforward once you do that. But until you kind of know, like, I guess building things more or less, it's kind of difficult to follow everything because you're moving around a lot. Like, I can pause, just pressing space, you see in the upper right corner, and make it so the game is basically turn-based in a way. But I don't necessarily want to do that too much because, you know, there's only so much time I'll be streaming here. But pretty much every one of Paradox's games, so the creators of this, they're really complicated. But it's pretty fun playing it, and honestly really addicting. It's almost more addicting, I feel like, than Civilization, where that's a game where you have people say, like, just one more turn. This, since there's not really any turns, you get sucked into, you know, just endlessly playing it till like 3, 4, 5 a.m. or something. So, which, Rhonda, you know, thanks for timing him out. Just, you know, please try not to spam. Like, I don't mind answering questions here or there, but I'm not gonna, like, just tell my life story. But I'm glad you like my videos, though. Especially, you know, this is the first time I've ever streamed Stellaris, and I'm not exactly, like, the most knowledgeable player here. So I'm trying, you know, to do my best with explaining certain things. Let me go for another one of these.
Complete.
So one thing... Alright, I'm just gonna repair these people. One thing I didn't get into... So, technically, like, talking about the depth of the game, I haven't even really clicked on these areas. To where, like, I can even go in... I'm gonna pause it here. Like, right now I only have access to a Corvette, Destroyer, and Cruiser. So I can go in and basically, like, this is the auto best, so it kind of updates it for you. But you can basically go in and change around your ship and put different sections on it that have different, basically, slots for weapons. Like, I even could change this into a hangar where it releases, like, small little fighter ships and bombers and stuff. These are like point defense, so you have like flak batteries to shoot down like enemy missiles and other fighters, to where it's crazy the amount of kind of tweaking that you can do. Where I honestly need to update these. I'm gonna wait until I get them back here. Man. Alright. But yeah, it's kind of crazy the amount of changes that you can make. Good.
Construction complete. Construction complete.
They're lacking a little bit. So I think it's because, yeah, I don't really have much. Pick them. I'm still friendly with them. Okay. But yeah, there's so many different types of things that you can do. And you can definitely get lost in it. I want to keep clearing so these will keep growing as far as my populations, and they're not going to just become stagnant and not get anywhere. So I'm still technically at war. It looks like they're gonna have their hands full right now with these guys. They actually just, it looks like they captured one of their planets, or they're in the process of capturing it. Star Killer base. Later on in the, honestly, with this last patch, you can make something that you can either destroy an entire planet, or basically like convert an entire planet without destroying it, stuff like that. And it's like this massive ship, but that's really late in the game, to where, like, if say I put an extra like 10 hours into this one game here, because the games last really long, you know, games like this, Civilization and stuff, you're playing them unless you speed up the pace. Or in Stellaris here, like, I could open the command console. Like, I did debug tooltips earlier to see the strength of one of the AIs. You can technically, like, give yourself minerals and resources and stuff and kind of cheat. I try not to do that. Chemical Bliss. Right. No, I'm gonna pick that. Hello, Leonard. Nice to see you. But yes, technically you can build something like a Star Killer and blow up an entire planet. Which these people really hate me. Conclave of the True Gospel. Man, they really do not like me. Which I guess I'll try to appease them a little bit. Should be able to.
Construction complete.
Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe I can't do it yet. Oh. Artificial intelligence. I'm not even close right now to do that, so that bumped them up a little bit as far as making them a little happier. I could suppress them, but that for now. Yeah, I guess I pissed them off even more. But you can do different things. Like, I technically, if I wanted to and I had a different government, I could purge them. So essentially with that, I could basically either move them to different planets that I want them on, or I could just outright enslave them and stuff like that. There's a bunch of screwed up ways that you could play. I tried that once, and I basically set up. I'm gonna try to upgrade here. I need some more resources. I played as basically a AI, and I couldn't ally with anybody, and I just wanted to basically destroy all life except for other AI. So basically like Skynet and like the Terminator series. I made it to about mid-game before like 4 or 5 people grouped up on me and basically took me out. Alright, so I'm gonna give this another whirl before these people get too strong. Or wait, never mind, I'm not completely I'm actually not completely upgraded here. Alright, but basically I'm getting close to be able to attack again.
Complete.
They're probably a lot stronger, given that now they know I will be trying to destroy them.
Incoming transmission.
Unaggressive
Tile blocker
pack.
cleared.
These people too. They're a little bit closer.
Research complete.
I'm gonna go for the cheapest thing again, but I do want a plasma. Well, the game of the week streams here. I have to figure out whether or not next week I'm able to do one. I'm still trying to figure that out. But typically the raffles I do here are fairly larger. High war exhaustion. That's not good. Why? That's not good. But technically, I guess I could settle for the status quo, but I really want to fight these people again. So I'm gonna let these repair. And then I'll head back at it. Good. Now I'm losing food. I have no idea what you're asking there, Rhonda. Jack? Yeah. Again, please don't just spam random stuff. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't want to, you know, they timed you out again. I don't want to have, you know, basically ban you.
Ships upgraded.
Maybe I should negotiate them. They're kind of exhausted too, honestly. Where they're at 78% and I'm at 77% to where... Alright. I'm gonna make one last push here, because I should be able to beat them here. Where I'm assuming, since we're technically tied between the two of us, that I'll still come out on top. That's at least my plan.
Research complete.
Okay. So I'm gonna move my main fleet in this area, because that's kind of where the closest that they can get to me at. And then I'm gonna move my smaller fleet, because I'm not really gonna build anymore. I'm gonna move them into this area in case they try to get around me again. But I'll start another raffle here shortly. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to actually get their planet. That's my goal. Because if I can
Hostile fleet detected.
There's their fleet. If I can grab their planet and then I guess settle for peace, that'll be a nice little gain there. We'll see how it works out though. But I'm losing. I kind of remember that too. I remember playing the old Star Wars Battlefronts, which is why I was a little bit upset when you know, EA went and ruined the newest one.
Hostile fleet detected.
Yep, here comes their fleets again. With that's a pretty big one. The 1600 there, and I'm only sending, I forget, it's like 602 or something, or no, 687.
Complete.
I might actually send my large one out as well. Alright, so here's another little battle here. Or no, my little one got, oh, my little one's first. That's not good. But they did jump. They're actually beating me to it as far as attacking me first. I guess I'm a little bit slower here because I have a couple large ships. I swear I know how to play this game. They're gonna be able to grab that before I can get to it there. I'm gonna still take out this though. Technically, I guess technically I'm still winning by 1%, but that's not really good there. Alright, I should be able to, yeah, I'm gonna catch them here. And then unfortunately I've got to run over here to, I need to protect this. This is a lot of minerals here. Going well. I should be able to deal with them pretty well. Got unemployment. Oh no. Nobody likes unemployment. Let's zip over this way. Rather build a research station. Wonder what happens when you hit 100%. Alright, so let me start another raffle here. Really surprised this station's still hanging on here. I don't think I can come out on top on this. I'm gonna pull these back to repair them because that shouldn't take too long. Just gonna drop these back real quick. These guys this way. Once I retake this, I'm gonna pull back and then basically push straight through like I want it to. So I'm not sure why I couldn't go that way to begin with, but hopefully I'm able to push from this direction. See, MW, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed watching me struggle here.
Construction complete. Construction complete.
Ah, they're running away. That's lame. I don't think I'll be able to catch them either. We'll see though. I might do one extra little jump and see if I can catch them, but I don't think I will be able to. At least I've almost, you know, starting in the beginning here, I'm kind of just slowly building back my resources down in this area, where I'm almost done that. Where multitasking, like, usually I would just like focus on one thing, to where kind of doing things at the same time here. It's taking me a little bit longer to grab back all of this stuff. Am I gonna be able? No, I won't be able to catch them. Status quo. I might actually let that. I'm gonna let it sit there for a second, and I'm gonna see if I can't grab. I'm gonna try to grab a couple more places before that expires. Because really all I gained from all of this was one. Never mind, there's pirates now. Where are these stupid pirates? They're all way down there. I guess I will agree to that. So we're at peace now. Ah, Lord. And now there's pirates all the way down here. Yes, there's pirates in this game. So I've got to jump back all this way. This is where, like, I'm working with one fleet right now. Ideally, you should have more than one fleet. But I kind of rushed that early on.
Evading hostile fleet.
Yeah. This construction ship I'm just gonna send back this way. So, research tree. So as far as that goes, Phil, I just paused there for a second. There isn't necessarily a research tree to where it shows you like your research technologies. So how it works is like certain things lead to others. Like say this fission reactor, it's a starting tech, it leads to a fusion reactor, which then leads to, it doesn't necessarily lay it out for you, but there are certain things like these purple ones are rare. Like I was friendly with, they're called the curators, and I gained a couple things from them that I could research. So rare ones pop up based off of doing certain basically special missions and stuff. Like I've almost completed this one. I have to research about like a dead ancient alien race. I just haven't found the last artifact yet. To where when you're researching, usually it's under physics or engineering, but I think engineering. It will tell you more or less, let's see, like destroyers. So that unlocks the destroyer ship. And otherwise you're like researching missiles, armor, thrusters, coil guns, stuff like that. So it does progress, which see Labobo, and congrats Leonard on winning the raffle. So it does progress kind of like a tech tree, it just isn't like laid out like one. Basically you're picking and choosing certain things. You're picking and choosing certain things, but more or less you can kind of like say ignore certain paths and kind of pick them up later on when you actually want to grab them.
Construction complete.
I don't know why this game at times hates me. like sending pirates here. It obviously didn't want me to finish my war there. But there's even things like, I technically have a couple habitable planets here, but these people honestly really hate me here. But basically they're not habitable to my species yet, so humans. But once I get my group people into the mix here, they should, which is why I think, so it's a tundra world, they should be able to settle this one here.
Research station lost.
I know. Stupid pirates. Honestly, anything in the game is basically customizable to where you can do a bunch of different things. Like, it's hard to explain because even I've played through a few games, really only one like all the way to the end, but I probably still haven't seen everything, to be honest. A little bit depressed I wasn't able to continue fighting these people. But like, you can see everything from, like, I play a little bit of everything. Like enslaving populations. You can eventually, like right now I outlawed it, but you can technically like once you start creating AI and you can build like worker robots, eventually if you research too many of like artificial intelligence, they'll kind of rise up and try to overthrow you, and they can even like splinter off. So there's potential risks for doing certain things. I'm actually gonna repair these people before head after those pirates. This person's not doing anything, but I believe I'm gonna have too much food now on. But technically, if he can think it up, you can do it. Just saying that from what I've seen. I'm gonna build another mining network, I think. Hello, Noah. Nice to see you. Tomorrow I'll definitely be updating some of the chatbot stuff, so the next stream on Thursday morning for World of Tanks, just take a look at the video description and you'll see a bunch of new commands down there that you can use. Hello, Michael. Nice to see you. Alright. This is basically fleshed out down here. A little bit upset that my scientist ended up getting killed down here, but don't know where I want to send this construction. I guess I should. I'll just hang one out over here. But I'll build another spaceport, or not spaceport, a science ship. But more or less, I should have kept settling here. I don't think I did it in time to where if you leave open territory like this and don't resettle it, as of the last DLC, basically there's a pretty high chance that pirates pop up, and they're really annoying to deal with. They're not particularly strong, but they're strong enough that early in the game, you know, you have to send like your main fleet at them, it seems like.
Construction complete.
But a lot of this game, like unfortunately, like I didn't have a game that was started to where I was kind of at mid-game, because that's usually where you're more into the like attacking people phase and less like little skirmishes like I did here. And it didn't really, all I did was push forward one little solar system essentially. Later on though, when you have like 4 or 5 like really large fleets, and say you're in a federation, then you have those like large scale battles. But it definitely takes quite a bit of time to get there, but it's really rewarding in the end. Survey speed. I'm gonna send this guy off to hopefully start surveying again. I finally got a tech that I researched that allowed me to update basically the farms I have. Where I went from not having enough food to having way too much. But half the reason is I've got these people that really do not like me. And yeah. I guess I could technically stop suppressing them. They'll like me a little bit more. Like 25% I guess is better than 5. But nice, you got the Yag Tiger? Huh. Wondering though if I can I kind of want to just honestly kick them out, to be honest. But, alright. I'm not going to do robots yet. Or, screw it, I'll do robots, it's the cheapest thing. Change my mind. They're going to destroy that, but I'm just going to... At this point, I'm going to be too late to get to them. So I'm just going to pop right that way.
Construction complete.
Power plant here.
Research complete.
That sounds good to me. I know exactly that feeling when you get that new tank and there's not a crew sale going on, and basically you look and you're like, oh, it's gonna cost me so many credits to get that crew. Exactly, I know that exact feeling.
Mining station lost.
Yeah, I know, they destroyed my base again. Where are they heading? I don't think they're heading that way. Ah, they're going even further up there. Awesome. I'm gonna try to catch them because I'd rather they not keep destroying stuff. Basically, I lose like 100 minerals per. Not good. Should be able to catch them here.
Research
nope.
complete.
Couldn't catch them. Follow them. Okay. But I've about, like, I'm gonna go to rate about 11 here, to where my plan is, hopefully, you know, by, you know, Thursday stream, I'll have the chatbots set up like I want to. I wasn't able to get that done today since I wasn't home for most of the day after the stream, between work and, you know, going out to dinner with family. But
Construction complete.
I might be able to get a couple other things done tomorrow outside of just the chatbot, I hope. That's where I plan on hopefully going to bed here shortly. Martial law expired. As you see here, though, the game is pretty darn complex. Like right here, they shouldn't uprise, but I'm having problems with basically the religious, or no, they're not religious. I don't even know what they are. So I guess the scientific. Yeah, these people are angry now, to where it used to be the true gospel. So the religious people hated me and my empire, and now more or less the, which I guess I need to bring this back. The religious hated me, and now basically my scientists hate me now. It's like you can never win. But surely I'll get my way back into things here. Where as basically later on, so gateways here, like I'd be able to repair these, and technically like a gateway here, as far as my understanding. Like I know there's another one here, like I'll be able to jump in between different gateways, but so can other people, and there's even wormholes. Yeah, this game's so complex that it's hard to master it. I definitely need to. I've got basically most of my resources built back up here. I think I have enough. I don't have enough food though. At least on this planet. I need to basically rebalance things now on my planets and build back up, I would say, at least 3 fleets here, and spread them out to where eventually I'm gonna have to try to fight these people again, because they're expanding, and hopefully they don't start getting too strong for me to take on. Well, have fun grinding. As I say, when I pop on Thursday, I'm probably gonna stick to what I kind of did this past stream and do the 2 viewer tank requests to every 1 grind that I do. All right, so the pirates aren't there anymore. Ugh, I really don't feel like running all the way back just for them to pop up again, but
system survey complete.
I guess, yeah, I'll just park my main fleet down here. Hello, Nice Cuppa. Nice to see you. You missed the war part of the stream here. That I wouldn't say I lost it, but I didn't exactly win it either. It was like a mutual, I guess, tie. Granted, my neighbor still wants to devour me, so unfortunately I got that, which the Wraith is back. So So I'm sure you got those that were here in the beginning remembers this thing just floats around basically gobbling stuff up, and there's not too much I can do about it. I'm gonna build this up though. It's a little bit further away from the wraith. I'm just hoping it stays away. You missed the war even though you're watching. It is like Stellaris, I will say, like, since a lot of it is like, especially I spend a lot of time in basically the overview here instead of in individual systems. Like, I could basically zoom in and put it on slow and watch like the ships fight one another, but you know, it's not exactly the easiest game to basically, I guess, watch and see like things blow up and stuff. Or it's more like, it's not like Eve, to where Eve's mainly a spreadsheets, but it is closer, you know, to that than being active for a little bit. Or it's not like Civilization, that's a little bit put together as far as visually, like you can see things better. So I'm not sure what I actually want to build here. I usually go with corvettes, little small little ships. They take down shields, to where I might go, I'm gonna do a couple anti-shields and then some armor too. But let me start the last raffle here too. Yeah, like, you know, this game, I'm still learning it. Granted, it changed a lot in the recent update, but pretty much any Paradox game that I've ever tried, it takes a crap ton. Alright, so I'm gonna, I still can't integrate them. It takes a crap ton of time to actually learn it all. But I'm finally glad I got to stream this for you guys, since I know I've been mentioning it quite a bit. But I'm hoping next week I will be able to... I'll be able to do one, probably one more like Game of the Week stream. After that, these things are out here again. Good. After that, though, I'll probably cut back on those, simply because I'd rather, you know, do at least, if I can do 4 World of Tanks streams while I'm working at the restaurant. I'm going to try to do that. If not, I'll be doing 3 of them. Still trying to figure that out, though. I'm going to keep surveying things, though. Hey, look, Belgium. Yes, like, World of Tanks, it's a complicated game for, like, I lump it into essentially like a first-person shooter, essentially. Or not a first-person, but like third-person shooter. World of Tanks is complicated for that. However, when it comes to like strategy games here, Paradox games like Stellaris, Crusader Kings, there's a few other ones too. They're really hard to actually learn. I've actually never tried Subnautica, Michael. I've seen a few streams of it before and videos, and it looks interesting, but unfortunately I kind of have to like pick and choose the... That's actually going back here. I don't want them to go back here. I kind of have to like pick and choose the games I play, because I don't have a ton of time to game as much as I might like anymore. But yeah, it's not that bad. Because busy with work and wooing my dog and stuff. destroyer here, but I want another shield destroyer. And I'll probably end up making a new cruiser. But yeah, like there's some games where like I know, like I couldn't, like say at this point of the year, I couldn't say jump into a game like Stellaris and learn it from scratch. Like I'd be struggling. That's why I don't have, I forgot I don't have this starbase set up correctly. Oh well, I need to send them somewhere else to upgrade.
Construction complete.
That person's not. Guess I'll make a mining network, but well, at the very least, for anyone who hasn't played Stellaris before, you got to see kind of how the game plays like. Now this, you know, is definitely. Hopefully, I'm like no war. Like this is still technically classified as early in the game.
Construction complete.
Well, yeah, stuff. I don't like games honestly like that, Subnautica, but you know, it is. You know, it looks fun, but you know, things scaring me like that. Not that it's the most like a really scary game. I hate things that startle me, honestly. As far as how long, which congrats Ace Up to you for winning the raffle. So I'd have to look, but my rough guesstimate as far as like the one game I did complete, I'd say roughly, if you're like, because the main way of winning, so let me pause this here. The main way of winning is essentially you either need to conquer the entire, or not entire, but let me situation log, so victory, you need to own 40% of planets. So essentially that means, so roughly 40% is, you know, in correlation with the amount of land you'd have to own. Conquest, you need to conquer or subjugate all other empires, so basically you have to do the entire galaxy. Or Federation is 60% of habitable planets. That's how I won. So I'd say at least like 50-ish hours I put into my first game, to where at this point I'm at just under 10 hours for this. And really, you know, the landmass I have here, just these two little areas, when I ended my last game, it was a different shape as far as the galaxy. I didn't have, so this is essentially, you know, a spiral with arms. Mine was just like a big blob essentially. I owned about, say, a quarter, and then my Federation that I had owned the other, giving us like 62% or something to get a victory before I guess ended it. But this is still technically early game, to where like the ships I have now that you could see me building, since, you know, this is pretty much the end of the stream here, I'm gonna cut it off before I get myself, I've pretty much built everything up here to where now I'm just going to be building up my ships, and I have a couple options of fighting this guy again. I can try to take on an AI, it's called Automated Dreadnought, to where if you beat it, you can basically gain control of it, or you can basically get a bunch of minerals, but it's guarding some worlds that I want to settle. But essentially, like the ships that I'm currently accessing, Corvette, Destroyer, there's cruisers, then you get battleships, which as far as the size goes, say compared to a cruiser, they're like 4 times as large. Then you have like with the new DLC, 2 new ship classes above that. Dreadnought, I believe, is one of them. And then even after that, there's what someone asked earlier, like the Star Killer. So say like a Death Star. I forget the names of them. But basically, you're making this massive ship that you can use it a couple different ways. Like I could, if I had one, basically move it to this person's planet, park it over it, and just blow it up, and it wouldn't be there anymore. But there's so many different options to where it is really complicated. But for anyone who likes strategy games, like I like playing them, I just don't have enough time to. Like if I had to pick between this or Civilization, this one's definitely more addicting, which is good and bad. Because like you can even do like certain things. Like you kind of have to take on a fallen empire. Like my game I won, I ended up killing one of the ones that were more technological as far as based. But looking at their systems, like they would have essentially like a ring world. So instead of planets, it's just like this giant spaceship or space station that you can colonize. So anyway, yeah, thanks again for watching, guys. It was a fun stream. You know, this is the first time I've ever, which I think these might be one, I ever played a game that, you know, wasn't exactly a PvP game. So it was a little bit different for me. I'm honestly trying to find one of these, but you know, hopefully you guys enjoyed it, even though it is a little bit confusing. Okay, so that's one. So these people, essentially a fallen empire, like I'd have to repair this, but you can more or less settle these, and it's pretty neat. But the game, who knows, if I stream this again, say whether it's a few weeks or like a few months from now, I'll still probably be on this same exact galaxy. So who knows, you guys might get to, you know, see this again when I'm actually a little bit further into the game. Because usually playing on normal, I don't think I'll end up dying here. But the possibility always is out there though. But anyway, thanks again for watching, guys. I'll be back Thursday morning for World of Tanks. And by then I should have both of the chat bots kind of reworked a little bit. So take a look, you know, whether it's YouTube or Twitch, there'll be a bunch of commands kind of listed underneath the videos. But anyway, thanks again for watching, guys, and have a nice one. See you around.